What's going on? This is Adam, and we're going to do a nice easy installation today of some gutter guards or some gutter screens. I've gotten a couple of requests for an install, and I kind of put it on hold because I wasn't really sure which products I like, because there's a lot of variables you can take into account when deciding which one of these is right for your application, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But we're just gonna talk real quick about what we're using today. Real simple. It's made by Merrimax. It's just a snap-in filter that is a plastic. Everything on it's plastic, and it's essentially a thicker, more durable back that has a little bit wider openings, but then it's got a thinner mesh on this side. So that's what we're going to use on our application today, and just hang out with us for a few minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how easy this is. We certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're going to get rocking and rolling right into this. Go ahead and leave us a like and a subscribe. Our channel's grown a ton, and we definitely want you to be a part of the next phase of growth, so go ahead and hit those buttons. What we're looking at in a little bit more detail, the Merrimax snap-in gutter guards. I love how they break this down. Water volume, 3 out of 5. Durability, 3 out of 5. Ease of installation is 5 out of 5. So what we're looking at today, this is the garage side of my roof. I'm going to block the sun the best I can here. We've already done this section, which was about 7 feet. Took me about 10 minutes. And now we're going to work on this long run here. And our issue is we have a multitude of different kinds of trees. We have deciduous trees on this side, oaks. There was a hickory here at one point, a couple of maples. And then we've also got a mix of Virginia pines. We just had 2 dropped here, but we still have some white pines. Maybe they're yellow pines. I get those mixed up, but we still have tons of oak trees and pine needles. So we have to be super selective on what we're going to use. And I wanted to have something that was going to flow as much water as possible, because I don't like water running over my gutters when it's pouring down rain. And in Georgia, we know that's, very common. But also I didn't want to have something that was so open for water management that it still allowed pine needles to get in there, because that is definitely a thing that happens if you get something that has more of like wider perforations in the screen or in the gutter, like those really thin. They're nothing but a screen with a bend in it for that lip, and they're powder coated. They look really nice, and they probably install pretty easily, but those pine needles will find a way in there, and a leaf blower doesn't help you in that situation. So let's go up top on the ladder, and now let me install one of these for you real quick. So these things are very, very easy to put in. We're just going to lift the shingle up. We're going to slide it between the shingle and the decking that's below that. That would be the wood that you can see. Now on our particular roof, we have drip edge all around our eaves. So this makes it really, really easy for us, because we just go right on top of where that gutter apron is, and it just slides up under the shingle. See this metal band? That's my drip edge. Now, if you don't have this, when you lift this up, you should see right into your attic, actually. There we go. And we're just going to make sure that we are under the shingle. I'm just going to slide it down. I've already got this one installed. It was just a piece I cut from the other side of the fire chase. So we went ahead and installed that so we don't waste any material. And we will butt it up to this one, and we just pull it to the gutter. It snaps right in. I don't know how much easier it gets than that. Okay, I'm gonna try another technique, because I'm noticing every 3-foot section I install, I look back at the last one and it doesn't seem like it's clipped in. So we're not on the gutter anymore. We're putting it right up close to our soffit here. That lets me kind of peek up over here, and now I can go back and make sure these things are in nice and tight. Okay, so what happens if you have what's known as an inside or an outside miter? That is an outside miter there, and an inside miter would be the exact opposite. I put this end all the way to the end of the gutter, and then where the last guard is, I left myself, I don't know, an eighth or, you know, maybe a quarter of an inch just to make some wiggle room. So I know this is where I need to cut it, but we're gonna have to cut it at a 45-degree angle to account for the miter. So just find something that gives you just roughly a 90-degree angle. This is by no means, does this have to be perfect. We'll cut this just using a pair of snips like this, cutting like 10 snips. It'll cut through plastic, no problem. First we'll cut it in half because we definitely know we gotta do that. This piece we definitely can reuse because, hey, it's already got the miter on it. It's already got the angle. We'll just slip that in, and then we can start rocking and rolling with full pieces again. Should look like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just cleaned these things out in November, and look at this. I just can't keep up. It's only 48 degrees today. I got a nice wind going, so these shingles are very stiff. Okay, I did not do this, I promise you, but this is what would happen if your shingle was so far in the gutter and you had to lift it. You will rip that thing vertically. And you definitely don't want to do that because that's a problem. You don't want to have damaged shingles. So if it's doing that, maybe wait for a warmer day. So what happens if you have a splash guard or whatever you call these? How do you fit that on there then? Well, simple. There's a couple of self-tapping screws we will remove with either a nut driver or a bit on your drill. Insert gutter protection. So I can tuck it under the roof, but it's too long. I'm actually hitting this fascia board, so we'll just trim that up. Nice and sleazy. Oh, you're gonna hold that for me? Well, hey, that's cool. Kessler on the camera coming at you. Ballpark it somewhere around in here. May or may not work, I don't know. We'll find out together, forever. It's good for my house, literally, because I'm right here. And then the next one slides up to that. Good to go. Now we will reinstall the splash guard. Of course, we can't see our holes, but these are self-tapping screws, so they'll make new ones. Not a big deal. We're just somewhere in this neighborhood, so oh yeah. See how this was sitting in the gutter? It's not gonna sit in the gutter now, it's gotta sit on top, so hold those in your hand. Snip this level. Not you, Kessler, I'm talking to my audience here, pal. Thank you for your help. I'll cut this that way it sits level. This is sharp, so gloves might be helpful. Or you can just be an idiot like yours truly. All right. Try it again, self-tapping screws. What do you do if you've got some two-story sections? Well, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not trying to suggest anybody go onto their roof with regular shoes. If you've watched any other the inspection videos, you understand that I walk roofs for a living, so I kind of have the tools to make it really easy for me. And one of the basic tools to make it easy for me is these boots called Cougar Paws. They have like a couch cushion pad on the bottom, gives me traction. Also, I've just done some OSHA training and stuff on ladder safety, two-story steep roof safety. So you may actually, as much as I hate to say it, because I am definitely a do-it-yourselfer, save money kind of guy, don't pay somebody to do it for you. When it comes to your personal safety, you don't have to be a hero. It's okay to call a buddy that maybe works on ladders, or somebody that's a roofing contractor, an adjuster, somebody who is used to being on, this is a 912 pitch roof, something like that, your family will definitely thank you for doing something like that, rather than trying to be Mr. Hero and falling off a roof. So pretty much going to end the video there. I've got a couple of cuts here. We're only about halfway done with the house, but I'm not going to take you guys around and make this nice big, you know, take 20 hours of production, and love to do that, and it would be really nice. But for this one, we're just going to make it short and sweet. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Best of luck to everybody. If you have any questions, there is a comment section below that we would love to engage in just general feedback, any questions particular to what we're talking about, maybe about the product, about, you know, what to do if you are in a certain situation. Let's talk about it. We'll help you work it out. Again, thanks a lot for hanging out with us. We'll see you on the next one.